What up? Step into the office.
What up, guys? Happy Saturday, happy rest day, strike day, whatever day it is for you. If you dashing, if you striking and resting, if you're resting and striking or whatever we're calling it, I hope you had a great day. You spent it with family, you did something for yourself, you just chilled and watched TV. Whatever it is for you, hope it was good. If you're out there working and didn't take the day off, I hope you made money. So, Pedro DoorDash Santiago back at you. For all of you that are newest to this channel, because the channel's growing pretty good right now, welcome. Thank you and welcome back. You guys are fantastic. For those of you that have never been here and this is your first time clicking, thank you for that as well. I do gig work in the St. Louis economy. I do mostly DoorDash, a little bit of Uber, working on my dreams to own my own business next year, helping other small businesses in my market. And I vlog and give tips, tricks, how to find hidden tips. I've got over 4,000 combined, over 4,000 gig work stuff. Actually 5,000 if you include the rideshare. Anyways, enough about me. I hope you guys are having a good day today. I'm not working. I gotta go around to the store, grab a couple things for the baby real quick. And I decided, you know what? I wanna talk to you guys about a few things that I know I did when I was a new dasher or doing gig work that cost me time, money, and aggravation. These are a few things that a new person should never do. So if you're new to this, keep watching. Safety first. Put the seatbelt on. Also, if you're gonna be watching this, it's gonna be Saturday at 10 p.m. So that means a lot of you have had a full day off, or a lot of you had a full day of work, right? I wanna know in the comments, if you worked, did you see a change in your market as far as the offers? Was there peak pay that was more? Did people not work? Did dashers not dashing have an effect in your area? Good, bad, or indifferent? I'd like to know. So please comment below how it was for you today. And if you didn't work today, what'd you do? Was it fun? Do you think it was worth it? Did you enjoy it? Do you plan on dashing tomorrow? Put that in below. All right, so my first kind of tip for somebody that's new-ish to DoorDash specifically, and I didn't really know this when I first started, so I'll share a quick story with you guys. This is about peak pay. Peak pay can be nice. Peak pay can be our friend. We complain when it's not around. It's not around as much for me. It's like, where's the peak pay? Where's the peak pay? I like the peak pay sometimes. But I'm gonna share this quick story. So I had a $5 peak pay show up. This was last year. It was last summer, right in the middle of the pandemic, kind of. And I was furloughed from my job. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a little DoorDash, a little Uber. $5 peak pay in a zone about 20 to 25 minutes away from where I like to usually be. Same city, different zone. It's like $5. I've never dashed up there before. I know that didn't know the area really well. I don't like to be up there, but I thought $5? So that means every order is gonna be $8. Every order is gonna be $8. Even without a tip, every order is $8. And I told myself, every order I'm gonna take should be at least $10 because I'm not gonna take an $8. I'm still want a tip, right? I drive up there, so I wasted 20 to 25 minutes. Waste a little bit of gas. I'm in a zone I don't know where the hot spots are at. I go to an area where there's a few restaurants. I sit for about 45 minutes, not one offer, not one. This is a Saturday at noon. Not one offer. Nothing that I could even decline, right? Not even an $8 going 2 miles with no tip. I still would have taken it because I was desperate. And then I get to an hour and a half, a few offers rolling in. $8, 10 miles, didn't take it. Moral of the story is, don't chase peak pays. Know your market, and if there's zones where you have comfortability with the geography of it, you know your merchants, you've done your research, you feel comfortable there, it's better to dash there than to chase a peak pay. Typically what's going to happen if you chase a peak pay, you're going to be in an area you don't know, merchants you don't know, meaning you can't make great decisions. Are they slow? Are they not slow? Are they rude? Are they nice? Like, what's the experience going to be like there? People that follow and chase the peak pays means there's more dashers there, less options, less offers you're going to get. I do not, and I repeat, do not recommend chasing peak pays. Now, you got to know your market. You got to work on what works for you. I think the best peak pays are the ones that just happen. When it's busy, there's not enough dashers or whatever, and there's a mix of those two things, and then they add a $2 or $3 or $1 peak pay. That's when I like the peak pay. I don't follow peak pay. I don't chase peak pay. I've done it a few times. It's never worked out for me. If it's worked out for you, absolutely fantastic. But tip one, if you're new, don't chase peak pay. Tip number 2 before we go into this Walgreens real quick. Have a miles to money ratio. You're going to see a lot of videos and a lot of content creators talk about this. You need to know your market, right? And everybody's miles to money is going to be different. What a miles to money ratio, and for all the OGs, you know what this means. But if you're newer, it's a really easy concept. You get an offer that is $10, right? If your miles to money is $2, the miles should be no more than 5 miles. Real simple ratio. Have it for you. In your market, it might be $1, $1.50. At about $1.75 is where you can become profitable, where you're making money. $1 per mile, sometimes you're not making a lot. $1.75 to $2, you can profit if you run things right. If you're $2, $2.50, $3, that's where the true profit comes in. You can really make a little money doing the gig work. You're gonna have offers that are like, $8, 0.8 miles. I see them. $6, 0.5 miles. I get those too. I jump right on those. Those are $6, $7, $8 per mile. I'm on it all day as long as the merchant's right. But have a minimum miles to money ratio that you will accept in your area, and try to stick to that when you can. Okay, the third thing you should not do as a new dasher. Okay, so we've talked about you need to have a miles to money, so don't not do that. Don't follow peak. Third thing, do not, and I repeat, especially now, don't drive around aimlessly waiting for offers. You want to find a spot for you, whether it's a hot spot if you think you can trust that based on what the app says, or maybe it is a zone where like there's a lot of restaurants, maybe a lot of fast food if that's for you, maybe a lot of high ticket dollar, like a Cheesecake Factory and this steakhouse and a sushi place, and they're all within a mile or so or two. You want to sit and you want to park and you want to wait and be patient. Okay, what you don't want to do is get in your car, drive that spot. Oh man, I haven't had anything in 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, I'm in the wrong area, and then you just start driving. Horrible. As you're driving, you're not making money because you're looking for it, but you're burning fuel. Fuel is money. If you do that a few times on a shift and you're driving around aimlessly, let's say you're driving 40 miles more than you need to, for the most of us, that's going to be 2 gallons of gas, right? So let's say that's $6.50, depending on your market, worth of gas you just wasted to find an order. That money in gas that you wasted is the equivalent, $6, $7, of a good order, a decent order maybe, right? So you're trying to find an order, you get one, but you just used a lot of gas to get that order, you made $0. You follow? Do not, and I repeat, do not just drive around looking for orders. Find a spot, park, sit. If it's not popping after a little while, you gotta be patient. Then maybe you find another spot, you park, you sit. Don't just drive around. All right, the fourth thing you do not want to do as any dasher, but especially new. When you get to a restaurant, regardless if it's fast food or if it's a nice steak place, if you feel it's going to be a long wait, or the hostess or the bartender or the server tells you, hey, it's a 30-minute wait, if the payout's not substantial, unassign the order. Time is money. If you're wasting a significant amount of time, and for some of us it might be you're not going to wait 10 minutes. For me, it's 15 usually. Some people will wait more than that. I've waited more. Some people say, I'll wait 30 minutes if the payout's big enough. You got to give yourself a time limit so that when that time limit happens, if you don't feel like that order's coming right out of that kitchen or out from behind that area there, do not wait longer than you should. Time is money. Don't be afraid to unassign. I will say this as a disclaimer. You don't want to drop below 80% completion rate. Well, I got to go this way. So, because if you drop below 80% completion rate, you could be deactivated, right? The terms of service says that. So what that means is out of 100 deliveries, okay, and it's a rolling number, rolling 100, you can technically unassign 20 of them. After you say I want to take it, if you can unassign up to 20 before they possibly deactivate you, okay? Don't be afraid, especially if it's peak times. You don't want to sit around and wait for orders. Unassign that bad boy. You walk into a place and there's a lot of dashers there and ask questions. Hey, you guys been here a while? Oh yeah, I've been here for 20 minutes. Bad sign. If they're there before you and you come in after and they've been there 20, your order might be ready, but you might be waiting 20 minutes like them. Unassign that bad boy unless it's a huge payout. Move on to the next offer, okay? Sometimes it's a gamble, right? Because you might unassign it and then here comes that order coming right around that corner out of the kitchen, but it's not worth it. Time is money. Unassign, unassign, unassign. Tip number 5, I think. Acceptance rate does not matter. It doesn't matter. I've had my acceptance rate down to 0%. I've had it between the 25 and 40, which is normal for me, kind of. Don't sweat the acceptance rate. That number's gonna go down, down, down. A lot of your other numbers are gonna be green, right? That one's gonna be red. Do not worry about acceptance rate. Doesn't matter, okay? There's some theories behind it. Some people think, and I even tried it myself, hey, what's the sweet spot with acceptance rate? Maybe I'll get better offers if I stay busy. At the end of the day, it still doesn't really matter. You can't get deactivated for it. Don't sweat that number. All right, and then really the last one I want to share with you guys, mistakes I see geek people making, mistakes I made. These are things I've done, guys. So learn from my experiences and make them your own. Don't come into this doing it full time and think it's going to be a long-term solution to whatever you got going on, okay? I do it full time right now. I've done it full time for 7 months now, and I have goals though, okay? I believe I'm betting on you, setting goals one day at a time. I'm building towards something. If you're doing it full time and you're building towards something, cheers to you. But if you're doing it full time and you're not working on something else, it could be a recipe for disaster. You could easily be deactivated. You know, a lot of things can happen to you out here. It could be slow. The money maybe isn't consistent. You're going to have some good weeks and good months, and it's going to make you feel like you can do this forever. I don't believe that's the case. Use it as a true side hustle or a stepping stone to something else you want to do. Also, with that, multi-app. You're making a mistake if you're only doing DoorDash and DoorDash alone, and I've done that for a long time actually. I've done Uber and I've had other things, but in most markets, multi-apping with Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, Roadie, Shipt, what's the other one? I don't know, there's a few of them. That is gonna be the way to go. You're gonna maximize your options when you're out there. And for tips on how to multi-app, look at a channel like UDM, Kim's Side Money Plans, Gig Mom, some really good ones out there that do multi-apping and give you really good tips. UDM has a lot of videos. Just type in UDM on a YouTube search, you'll find it. A lot of tips and tricks on how to multi-app. He is the OG for multi-apping in YouTube that I follow, at least. I know there's other people that do it, but that's who I recommend, okay? Don't just have one app and don't think you're gonna do it forever. Have a plan or use it as a true side hustle for extra money to follow your dreams, to pay off whatever it is for you. Listen, you guys are fantastic. I'm Pedro DoorDash Santiago. I am out of here. I hope you guys had a great Saturday. And don't forget, leave in the comments, did you work, did you not work because of the day of rest strike thing going on? And if you worked, did you make more money, less money, or the same? I like to know. Let's chop it up. I'm going to be looking at these comments all night tonight because I'll be up with the baby probably, and I'll be responding. So I'd love for you guys to share your input, your feedback. And if there's some top things you think I missed that you see new people making that could be helpful, put them in the comments below. You guys are fantastic. I'll see you guys on the next video.